The light of God, success of God, prosperity, happiness, might of God. I am the wisdom and power of God. I am, I am, I am.
Yay, that's good. I love the music. And I love that we're still in this month of will. We have a long month because of 5 Sundays, so we're going to hear a lot about will, but let's see what today is. Now, this is moving from willpower to willingness. Willpower, we get a lot done by our willpower. This is our human will. It's our passion. It's our, to get things done, we use our willpower, yes? Now, if it's coming from our small mind, our willpower can lead us to greatness. It can lead us to drama. It can lead us to chaos by the choices that our minds make. And I don't know about you, but my crazy mind can choose all kinds of things, and sometimes they get in trouble. So willpower is not the dependable source of our liveliness, grace, peace, and prosperity. Willingness. Willingness is opening to that infinite grace that's already present within us and peeling away what's in the way of our opening to that inspiration of the divine. We have that imprint, that the Christ consciousness. And as the beautiful prayer that Lucy led us in, she described that willingness is that source of being, that place where we can come and be inspired so that step by step we can have the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. Sound good? Good. So, with that understanding, we're going to look at this. I love Brene Brown. She's written some wonderful books. She's a great speaker. And here she says, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who you think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. So our small mind, our ego, has a tendency to practice doing what we're supposed to do, what we gotta do, what we have to do. But in our spiritual nature, there's no gotta, have to, or shoulda. We need to embrace who we are. And who we are is a radiant presence of the divine. We're instilled with all the traits, everything that we need. And in that, we are entering our willingness to accept what is. I hope you're with me, moving from willpower to willingness. Now, there's a beautiful prayer. Many of us know it. It's the Serenity Prayer by Reinhold Niebuhr. Now, this is used widely in this 12-step program because there's an understanding in 12-step programs that we need to disengage from our willpower and open to the willingness of whatever higher power we understand. And within that, this prayer recognizes that there's a journey. We need to know what we need to know when we need to know it. Let's read this prayer together. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This is so good, and I say this prayer many times because I can get stuck in my head, believe it or not, and this helps remind me that I can accept the things I cannot change. There's a whole bunch I can't change. the courage to change the things I can. It takes light. It takes commitment to follow what I know is true and then navigate to that knowing. And then the wisdom to know the difference between anything I can't change and the things that I know is there. I know it's available to me, but I need to choose it. I need to start from that place. And I certainly need to end in that place. Got it? Very good. So, co-founder of Unity, Charles Fillmore, writes a whole bunch about will. It's one of our executive powers. So here he says, will is the executive power of the mind. Now, if you've ever read Charles Fillmore, you can probably admit this is one of the shortest sentences Charles Fillmore's ever written. He usually has whole paragraphs that are sentences. But the will is the executive power of the mind. Well, what is it if it's executive? It's the action of getting things done, to execute. It's our ability to get things done. Bless you, that is a great power. If we didn't have the power of the will, we'd probably just be sitting around going, I don't know. We have this power to get things done. And in that is our freedom to choose what it is we want to do. Because we're freely given the power to choose whatever we want, yes? Live here, do that, date that person, marry that person, plant the tomatoes or not plant the tomatoes, yes. I have a wasp on my collar. Thank you. Now, yes, give Lauren a hand. How many of you honestly could reach forward and grab a wasp and carry it outside? Anyone? There's one other in the room. Thank you, Lauren. And thank you for letting me know. I don't mind traveling companions, but. And that was a choice of her will. I can do this. She came up, she did it, and all is well. Thank you for the demonstration. Just like that. And you had the courage and willingness to, hello, just let you know, got a wasp on your collar. Isn't this fun? The exploration of our mind, it's so amazing. You don't need television, just look at your mind. It's always available. From willpower to willingness. Emmett Fox, he was actually ordained a divine science minister, a sister New Thought church to religious science and Unity Divine Science, wrote some amazing books and The Powerful Golden Key. Wonderful writing. And here he says, God always acts through us by changing our consciousness. Now, what's our consciousness? Presence, awareness, ego, God, all of our memories, divine mind, life force, yes. So our consciousness is the collection of all of that. It's our mind, our small mind consciousness, It's our subconscious, all the stuff that's happened that we just store. It's our superconscious. It's that divine mind. So we have these wonderful consciousness. And God's act through us is changing our consciousness. It's the gift of inspiration, of guidance, of wisdom, of all of that affects our consciousness, and then it can seep through to us into our awareness. Because idea comes into expression. So, what do we do to be aware of our consciousness, to be aware of what's happening in our journey? How do we discern whether it's our will or whether it's our willingness, whether it's our self-will or whether it's God's will? It's a journey because we're human and we're divine. The journey is to integrate that and have that a full expression in our journey. So, what we're going to do is recognize there's many ways to get that wisdom, and certainly Scripture gives us this by Luke chapter 22, verse 42. Not my will, but yours be done. It's a choice. Not my will, but yours be done. God. Whatever name you give it, Allah, Buddha, it doesn't matter. It's your will becomes my will. Your guidance becomes my footsteps. We have the hands and feet of God, and we are doing it through that information. And it's moving from willpower to willingness. Our personal exploration, look at some of these statements. So I choose whether to react or respond. What's react? Willpower. Respond is our willingness. Choose whether to hold the resentment or release it. Hold the resentment is willpower. Got a resentment or attachment that you're holding on to? You might try letting go, releasing it. Choose whether to believe the appearance or affirm the spiritual truth. Do we believe the appearance? And if it's fear, do we put all of our power towards that fear? Or do we affirm the spiritual truth? Because there is no fear or lack or doubt in God. And the last one I have here is, I choose whether to speak from fear or love. And this is kind of a daily choice. If you're married to someone, or you have kids, or you have neighbors, or a boss, chances are you're doing this every single day. But frankly, when I look in the mirror, I'm doing it with myself. Am I going to look lovingly at myself, or am I going to go, no, I don't think so? We have many opportunities to explore, are we in our willingness? Are we in our spiritual power? Are we open to a higher truth? Or are we simply going to butt heads with our fears, our doubts, and our challenges? It's our choice. We can have it any way we want. And within that, we're on a journey of lifting up our lives, being God-powered, being divine-powered, being a spiritual journey that's opening each day to the highest and best for us. And we do that moving from our willpower to our willingness. Thank you.